All right, we're starting. Hello, survivors, and welcome to The Bunker with RSG. I'm T. McVenom with Reality Skew Gamers, and we are here for you every Friday night to discuss State of Survival. Well, now State of Survival, but generally just zombie fun all day. Finn, you're doing a whole day of zombie fun
Starting
on
next
Fridays?
month. Yep. Starting next month, it'll be a whole day of zombie fun.
Like, what else are you doing? By the way, this is Finn with
Hi.
Reality Skew Gamers, and then we have Maz Kanata. She's our special guest. We loved her so much last time, so we asked her to come back again tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
So Delete is out of town, and he misses us. We miss him. He doesn't miss too many streams, but he is going to be back next Friday. So it's just going to be us three tonight, chit-chatting about the game. If you guys have any questions, please throw them into the chat with a question in front of it so we can make sure that we get it answered. And make sure to chat. If you're a lurker, we love you too, but we love it when you chat with us, so be sure to say hi. So Finn, you said on Fridays now we're doing...
It's zombie day on RSG. So the current plan is that in the morning, I will be playing on Twitch World War Z, which is a zombie shooter game. And then in the afternoon, there will be a video released. It might be State of Survival, it may be something else, but it's going to be zombie related. And then in the evening, of course, we have the bunker. So Friday is zombie day here at RSG beginning in April.
That's cool. I'm trying to think of other games that we've wanted to play that were zombie related.
I have some potential ones here, so.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
I have an idea for some videos and stuff too, so.
Yeah. There's a lot to be done. So, yeah, so that's going to be our zombie days on Fridays, ending with the bunker here, as usual, at 9 p.m. Eastern. So, tonight's going to be, I don't know.
By the way, why are you on that scene?
Oh, shoot.
I hope they've been able to hear us. I don't know if we set up the audio on this one. I think we did.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, good.
Because I had to shut it off.
Oh, okay, good.
All right, there we go. I was fixing the codes.
Tom, that's so nice.
Oh, thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. That means a lot because we're kind of sometimes we get a little bit crazy and just do shenanigan talk, but it's nice to hear that somebody.
Sometimes.
I mean, usually.
Yeah, it's like 98% shenanigan talk, 2% useful information. As long as you're able to sift through to find that useful information, then you definitely fit in here. And sometimes, because we do kind of stream late at night, right? It's like, what, 9 p.m.? Make sure you have your zombie coffee to stay up with us. That's right, zombie coffee with 2 locations, one in Athens, Georgia, and one in Columbia, South Carolina.
I forgot my zombie coffee downstairs because I've been drinking drinks. It's not a coffee night for me.
When you want to desiccate a zombie, make sure you use alcohol. But when you're trying to stay up, zombie coffee. There you go.
I mean, the stress of zombies, you just go to alcohol.
Sometimes you need alcohol. Especially tonight's going to be a weird stream. I don't know if we'll go all the way to like 10:30 or 11.
That right there. We may not go all the way. Have you heard that phrase before? You're just throwing that out there.
So, not many people have heard me say that, but we might not go all the way tonight because I have a stream right after this. Did you know that, Finn? I'm going to be on Heinz's stream tonight. So that'll
She's getting pre-drunk before that stream.
I am. I got to make sure because I have a feeling I will be very blushy and embarrassed if I'm not already a little bit tipsy. So I'm going to pre-game it up. So we're just going to chat a little bit about some of the stuff that came out. I know there was some developer feedback. Finn's got some insight into the Hero Academy that me and Maz really desperately need because we didn't understand it when he said it in Discord. And then talk about the new heroes a bit. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Tom, thanks for joining. Eric B, the sexy wolf. How are you doing?
It's feminist sexy wolf. We had this discussion last time.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it says the and a minus, right? So it was the minus, but when you put it together, it's feminist.
Feminist sexy wolf.
Feminist sexy
Did they
wolf.
say that, or was that you just making that up?
He made that.
Oh, he made that up.
Maz is trying to disassociate herself with anything to do with feminist sexy wolf, but it is feminist sexy wolf.
Question from Eric B. Is anyone else upset that we didn't
Yes.
get raised this week? And
Oh my
when we
God,
do
yes.
next week, it will be a new hero.
I was upset about
And
no
because this happened in the beginning of 125 as well. And it threw us all off because I can't remember what hero we were shorted, but we ended up getting shorted a hero, and I don't know if it was Wolf or if it was Zoe or what the deal was. I can't remember because of course it was like a year ago. But it happened the same way where we got shorted either a daily deal or a casino, and it was just threw everything out of whack, the whole cadence. Were you saving for that, Maz?
No. I mean, I had a crap load of. Well, no, I wasn't specifically, but I was ready. Actually, yeah.
You were
Yeah, I
ready.
was.
You
Did we?
were. I love how she said no, but you know she had a crap ton of.
Did we actually get like
biocaps.
shorted
Biocaps.
though? Because normally Raze always comes with survival of the fittest or SVS, right?
Yes, we got fitted. We got shorted, Finn. No, we didn't get it shorted, but I was hoping for it. So.
Yeah, we just didn't get the one.
Yeah.
We didn't get another survival of the fittest. I think in between
Right.
the hero changes, we got like one less. But
So
we it's not like they missed it, right? I just want to make sure I'm not missing something.
Yeah, they
myself.
didn't miss it.
We didn't like miss one. It's not like they didn't include it in a status in a survival of the fittest.
What is this nonsense about me not getting my damn heroes?
Hey, Ranger. Guys, this is Ranger
I was
Jay.
working hard on that fat turd and his little sister.
I know. No, no. I know. You're right.
Maz.
I don't know if they're going to put out something about that or if that's just kind of like a thing that happened, or I don't know what's going on.
All right,
No, you'll be able
No,
to
I
get him
think Finn's
easier
right.
now.
Yeah, I think.
How do you mean?
Well, now you'll be able to get him easier because whenever they do that ticket system thing, that hero is going to be in the ticket system. So if you're working on him specifically, then you can grab him through that. All the heroes get moved into that voucher system.
Yeah, but the
Once
voucher
they're
system sucks.
Voucher system's awesome.
I love the voucher system too.
You get
To
like
be
10
honest.
shards every time the 10 frags, like every time it pops up. Should be
Yeah.
saving the biocaps anyways for
I
him.
need 120.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess.
I know.
Well, I use my
You
voucher.
need 120 when you're up to like the colonel, the general
Yeah.
transition.
That's where I'm at.
I need
man.
generals. I need all generals.
You need all
Everybody.
generals.
You need them all to be
I
high
need- I
level.
need-
All
I'm
generals. If
Maz.
they're not general, they're all fails.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, fail.
I love
Fail.
Maz.
Loser.
Hey,
Oh my God,
HK47 and Synergy. Synergy said Venom found a new favorite. Nonsense.
Venom has a new. What is
Maz has always been. like
Everyone knows who my favorite is.
that. Yeah. Right now it's Maz because she's on the stream.
It's always Maz.
Maz, what are we gonna do
Forever
about this?
And always.
Are we gonna have to
It's
use
always
our
it's always Maz right now. because she's
about
on the
Ray's
stream.
not being here? Do we need to use our 1 to 20 power, our Wonder Ginger powers, activate and go kick them? Kick
Since you
some
guys
ass?
just say Wonder Ginger powers.
Yes,
Mhm.
me and Maz are daywalkers.
Oh my gosh, that's cute. Okay, so before we get into the new hero discussion or whatever Finn has to say, I wanted to go over the dev update. So there was like a feedback update. Where it is. Okay, and this is all about Reservoir Raid League. Now, we are not in League yet in 359. Right? We're not in League yet.
Right.
We
Yeah.
just went through that whole league sequence, didn't we?
Yeah. Well,
We had that whole thing, and now we're back to regular.
yeah, and Delete, it's a shame Delete's not here because he would actually like to listen to this, but it's basically talking about the matchmaking. During the Reservoir Raid League Season 1, we have received massive feedback from players about the RR matchup rules. The issue mainly lies in two aspects. It is hard to match an opponent with a close score of my alliance, or two, sometimes even if the two alliances in a match have a similar match score, it turns out to be a one-sided game as their power and battle performance is not close at all. Based on the feedback above, our game team was trying to make improvements in the past months. We plan to implement changes and improvements on the RR matching algorithm in the upcoming V1.10.20 update. We hope the new mechanism may help matching alliances with a fair opponent more easily. Meanwhile, we also optimize the alliance scoring system, hoping it could reflect the alliance's power more accurately. The new mechanism is already in the test stage, and we plan to release it in the new update. So I guess now they're doing they changed the algorithm. I wish we were in the freaking PTR, Finn. Please get into it.
Let me check. I have to check my email. I may have gotten one.
Well, that won't matter. You won't be able to see it, but basically they're changing up the algorithm for matchmaking. Now, whether it's going to be like really good or not, we have no idea, but I think it's good that they're at least addressing the matchmaking issue because it's been pretty nasty. I mean, everybody fusses about the matchmaking. I hope that it fixes also the repeat matchups. You know how we're like...
So there's an inherent problem to Reservoir Raid that's always going to be very difficult for them to fix, right? And this is why, like, I hope at some point we'll have a dev on here, but to understand like what they're thinking with regard to Reservoir, because ultimately the biggest problem with Reservoir Raid is that you queue up a certain number of people before the matchup, and then not everyone always shows up for the matchup. So some people queue up fully and only come in at like 20% of their max because they think queuing up is the right thing. Luckily, we had people in 359 that came from other states and knew that that's not the way to do it. Like, you want to put in the people that will show up, because you get matched up based on what you queued up. So if you queue up 18 people, it'll be 18 people. If you queue up 10 people, it'll be 10 people, right? So, but even if you queue up 18 people, they match up based on those 18 people, and then if only 9 show up, your whole Reservoir Raid is screwed.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
So it becomes very difficult to match up in that particular way. So it's more of making sure we understand what their thought process is behind kind of that one-day queue system. Because what would be easier is if every alliance just opened up they said, we wanted to do Reservoir Raid between this time period. And that time period has 1 extra hour where you have everybody that wants to be on come on and queue up. It's not a day in advance. It'll be an hour in advance. They queue up, then you get your BP for that hour, and then they immediately jump in. If somebody drops off within that 2-hour time frame, then that's on them. Within 24 hours, a lot can change. There's a lot that can happen in a day with real life to prevent somebody from actually joining. So they should make it so that the queue up process is a shorter time period than a 24-hour, and then they do the matchups for everybody that wants reduce the number of time frames that are there for Reservoir Raid, right? It is, and I'm just going to use US Eastern times. It'll be 1 p.m., 4 p.m., every 3 hours roughly, right? Let's just say every 3 hours. You queue up for one of those 3-hour time frames, and then in that first hour, everyone that wants to join is there saying, I want to participate. It's not up to the R4s to queue up people. They might be able to reorganize people that queue up. But to have a system where like the R4s have to click on people in order to activate them and do all this, it's nonsense. So they need to simplify that entire process, I think, and not make it a 3-day process to get Reservoir.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe they are doing that. Like, maybe that's what's going on in the testing. They said they're going to redo the algorithm and maybe do some tweaking. So maybe it's going to include all of that. We don't know.
I hope so.
I hope so too. If they redo it and then all they do is just kind of tweak the scoring a bit, I'm going to be a bit irritated. I mean,
it's the same thing with everything, right? Which is, you can solve a problem, you can attempt to solve it by finding the underlying problem and then solving that, or you can make it superficial and try to band-aid it, but that doesn't solve what the underlying problem is. Yeah. I think a lot of times, even I'll say this about us too, I think a lot of times we've been talking about what the superficial kind of the final results is. That's been the problem. Yeah. Right. We've talked about that before, and that's why we came up with the different ideas for Reservoir Raid and trying to find a way to make it better and all these kind of things. But the underlying problem isn't just the fact that you're facing the same opponent maybe multiple times in like consecutive reservoir raids. The problem is that that's part of it, but the other part is that the matchup process is just very difficult to solve with a 24-hour queue and uncertainty based on who's actually going to join.
And why should it take that long to match anyway? I mean, like state versus state, it says, 30 hours to match. What? It's a computer. I don't understand that.
Moz makes sense again.
Science. With that being said, I wanted to shout out real quick. Echo's in the chat, Echo Gaming, who, by the way, does not like the game as much anymore, and I need to try to lure him back in somehow. So, devs, come up with some cool shit, please, so that I can get a man back into the game. But that being said, our first code is Echo Gaming.
Hey, how did that work?
There you go.
How cool is that? Got his own code, so you guys go jump in and get the code. It's called Echo Gaming. I don't know how much it's for.
It's 500 bios, 1 advanced search map, 1K food, 1K wood.
Nice. Cool. Okay. Wow, I'm famous, Mom. My own code. Whatever.
You can go to the club like, hey, did you know that I got my own code instead of survival? And just watch the women just buy you drinks.
They just fall all over them.
Yeah,
He's
that's how
dropping
it
everywhere.
works. Yep.
Yeah.
Did you just say the word that you hate?
Yeah, I did, because it's fun.
Oh, what is happening? It's the end of this apocalypse. What is happening?
I've been drinking, so you might hear some crazy stuff coming up later. You know, I'm on Heinz's stream later, Ranger.
Yeah, you're all supposed to be on my stream next Saturday. It'll be a lot more fun.
I'll be on that one too.
So is Maz. Yay, I'm so happy. I got a huge list of people coming to that one.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so matchmaking, that's that. The other new thing is the new heroes, which I've seen some cool stuff. I've seen some cool graphics about them. We're supposed to be getting them very soon. But I'm still confused about, and maybe someone in the chat knows what's going on. I'm still confused whether they're going to be like latch-on heroes or are they like brand new heroes. Do you know what I'm talking about? Are they going to be the ones that attach to another one? Like the sync up, the resonating heroes, like Wacko is.
Oh.
That's what I'm wondering. But I think they're going to be regular, just the G6, right?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I
have to ask one of the older state people. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think they're going to be G6.
Didn't we just get new heroes? Damn it.
I know.
Yeah.
We always get new heroes. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, but not this fast. Good Lord in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We just got new heroes. And that's kind of one of the things that, Jeremy, our friend who's in 359, it was going to be on the stream tonight and he had some things come up. But Jeremy and I have been talking a lot lately about the longevity of the game. And you hear a lot of people in Discords and talking about, oh, the game's going to die the way they're doing this and they keep releasing. Let's be real, it's not going to die. It's a multi-million grossing game. It's not going to die. However, it is alienating the older players from the older states to where it's more enticing to just open new states up and just join a new one. So I do think they're going to lose a lot of older players. I see all of them all the time quitting. Like Jeremy's not as interested in it as he used to be. So that's just kind of the way that this works too. We saw this in several other games too. Like Ranger, Finn, actually all three of you, like Swaga. Sometimes you'd have older players that would drop off when changes were made, but this one's a little different because we have new system and a new state that has a whole new a whole new game in it, right? Mm-hmm. So it's.
I mean, yeah, they didn't transition the older. So it's that concept of I'll call it the FOMO concept, right? Which is that the older states have been playing with this certain thing for this entire time, and then all of a sudden they release all these really cool new things in the new states, and the older states don't have any part of it. They don't see any update. It's not necessarily that they need everything, but they don't see any update to their state with all the new stuff that's being done. And there are things they can do in order to help there that we talked about this, like the hero building, right?
Yeah.
The hero training area is very difficult to implement in the older states. So I don't expect that to ever be there. The hero reset, however, that could have been a feature given to the older states, and I think that would have gone on really well with all of them, because I think they all would have loved the hero reset.
Well,
But
I hate to tell you, Finn, 359 is an older state at this point. Like, there's
Yeah.
things in the newer states that 359 has never seen before.
I'm
That
sure.
they're constantly implementing new things in the newer states that it's like every past 200 states are not getting, and so that's just kind of unfortunate. I think.
Didn't I say this like 2 weeks ago? I'm pretty sure I said this exact same thing 2 weeks ago and said McVenom would be leaving 359 for whatever the newest state is.
I'm not
Say that.
See, why would
And
you
that's
say
why
things
I said,
like that?
because that's when I said we will all leave whenever state 6969 is there. We're a long ways away, but
Well,
whenever
maybe.
state 6969 is there, then we may leave.
No, I will not. No.
No, I've got too much invested in 359. There's no way.
You were saying the same thing about
that is
125
such a-
at one
that
point.
is such
I
a
don't have
weird
anything invested in
concept.
125. I was free to play basically there. So yeah, it is kind of shitty. And to be honest, I know the
I don't
devs are
understand
listening.
it.
I know the devs are listening because in the next code, should I go ahead and show the code? Like,
Uh-oh.
I mean, it just leads to a perfect, so.
it really does. I know that they're listening because, and I can't remember which one it was.
The first one.
It was.
Should have been the first one if you put it in order.
They actually gave me the code that says they heard me bitching. That's the code. They heard me bitching is the code.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know for a fact that they're listening, and I know for a fact they know that I'm kind of like outspoken and like honestly bitching about it.
Little bit.
But the honest to God truth is I do love the game. I enjoy playing it, and we all enjoy playing it. So that's why we start, that's why we're kind of very passionate about fussing about things that we wish they would bring or fix, because we do like the game. We spend money, we spend time, we build friendships here, so we do want them to fix some of the things. So yeah, but I thought it was funny that the code is they heard me bitching. Is that one 500 too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah, that's funny. Eric B said they could just let hero support be older states Heroes Academy and allow us to gain experience that way too. I mean, it's not about, so the gaining of the experience is minimal. Even if you gained it through hero support, right, where somebody uses yours, first off, I'll just put this bluntly, having talked to all of you, nobody does Explorer for you to gain hero support XP. Like, people don't do Explorer missions, so your hero in your alliance is not going to get used enough in order to really justify hero support. It's unfortunate. I love the bread usage. I've actually hoarded up bread because I've been on vacation a little bit for the last few weeks, and so all of my bread is going to be I'm going to actually record spending 2,000 bread and just see how long.
I have 9,000. Ha! Get more bread, Finn.
Do you do the bread? Do you do the Explorer missions, Ranger?
I'm almost done.
9,000. No.
I've up to almost. I'm almost done with chapter 12, but I do those. I do 5 to 10 of those a day.
Oh wow, you do more than I do. I hate doing this. Ugh.
Yeah,
Well, no, I just put it on. I just put it on manual, let it do its thing, and
I wish we could
back.
sim them. Why can't we just sim them?
Because your result. So the problem with simming is that they don't have a rating for the actual node.
Anything that's a walkover, you get it. There.
That would be fine.
Easy,
if that's the way
right?
you do it.
It says
if you do it
defeat
as a
if you didn't get
walkover,
it.
you're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do it by that way, which is a walkover is auto as long as you beat it once. Yeah.
Yeah, why don't let you beat it once and then you can sim it all the way through. That's fine with me too.
Being
honestly,
in Railroad, I'm going in.
I
Yeah,
wish
that
they
would be
would
the
do
way
that.
to do it. So.
And I think actually in our little dev communication room, the content room, I think we have discussed that as a suggestion is please let us just sim through these, but it's never been addressed. So yeah, that would be a good quality of life. But anyway, I don't remember what we were talking about. What were we talking about, Finn? Sorry.
Old
I
state
think it's
versus new state.
amazing that
Bread.
the new states you're saying have stuff that older states don't have. I mean, in like Galaxy of Heroes, that is not a part of the game.
Could you imagine that
Yeah, but
going
that-
over with EA buyer players that would?
What if they did that? What if they're like, the new servers will have this amazing character?
There'd be anarchy.
But I feel like that's what they're doing in State of Survival.
Well, I know,
And
They
we
are, but they're
lost
more-
like
I-
10 people to a newer state. They all just left and started a newer state.
Yeah, but that's if you're going to have people. I mean, so here's the thing. So if you want to go get the newer stuff, it's got to be pretty incredible stuff because, as you just talked about, you losing all these old players. Who wants to start over and go
Yeah,
spend
I
more
don't.
money? You know,
Yeah,
I don't want to
nobody.
do that. But if
Never.
I can't get to the new stuff, what's the point, man? I mean, we just had the discussion
Yeah,
in
that's
Galaxy
just
Heroes where they put out a new raid, but only like 10 to 15% of the actual gaming community could actually do the damn raid. What's the point of putting out content for a certain number of group of people if the rest of the people that play your game and spend money can't get to it? I do not understand that concept at all. It's totally alien to me. I've never heard of that or played a game like that before. That is crazy.
Well, their reasoning is that it's not that they're depriving them. It's just a different. They still offer the same things, just in a different way, I guess.
No, they don't.
But they don't.
No.
They don't have the same things offered in. I mean, easiest one is the hero training area. There's nothing equivalent to the hero training.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's not that they get everything. The problem is what they're doing is with these new states, they're creating fundamental changes to the way that you build your entire state.
Yeah.
When you change the way you're building your entire state, and each state is kind of encapsulated in its own thing, the older states have no way of kind of being retrofitted into this new system that they've built. But they built their system differently, possibly. And then maybe there was a way to get all the states to be the same, but they didn't. So now each state is kind of its own little encapsulated thing based on how the game was when they started. And that's it.
but if you're not adding new stuff and other people are getting new, that's
No, they're adding new stuff, but their new stuff is primarily just like heroes and events.
Well,
What they're doing with the newer states is they're adding like game changes, like changes to the way that you might level your hero or build your bases and those kind of things. But the other states are already so far along that those don't really have much relevance anymore. So they're just
if that's the only
newer
thing,
states.
maybe. But if it's dealing with other things, then
it's more things like you look at the older states. We don't have a lot. There's things that are not in the game that are extra additions to the game that we don't have in the older states, like alliance centers, which might not seem like a lot to other people, but that's one more thing that you can fight for and do strategy around. We don't have that in the older states. So there's a lot of things that are like,
Really? You don't have any of those?
no, we don't have
Alliance
alliance centers at all. There's no tower building. There's no, you have tower
Towers are
building.
completely different.
You have tower building, but it's all in
Smart.
one base. There's no like you don't have to connect to anything. So there's no tower mapping out. There's none of that stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well.
It's really interesting. Froggy, go ahead.
No, but that's where it becomes difficult to introduce that into your state, right? Because now, how do you find space to do that if they didn't cordon off space for those like different centers? If people
It
have
might be impossible.
Move everybody to a new one. We've already talked about this endlessly
That's
about
state
ways
migration,
to do
yeah.
state migration.
yeah,
Which, to be honest, I really think they need to do something. They need to do
they have
something
to.
soon because
That has to be their biggest
what's
priority.
happening is, and I'm speaking directly to the devs. What's happening is you're losing players like Jeremy. You're losing content creators and players like Echo. Echo is 250 plus subscribers, and he doesn't like playing the game anymore. And there's a reason for that. So, I'm not saying that your game is shit. I'm just saying it needs to be improved.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying there needs to be some improvement if you want to compete with these other games out there that are really doing this well right now, that are luring all of your players over to the game. And I'm not going to say the game, but they are. So just pick it up. Like, focus on some of the older players because that they spend a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, if
Players
you have
like
someone
Jeremy
that's
spend a lot of money.
Yeah, if you have somebody that wants to spend money and is invested in the game and will continue to spend money, I don't know why you don't at least try to do something to keep them interested in the game. I mean,
Or even offer, even if it's to the point where you offer them a half refund to jump to a new state. Something. I mean, I know that might not be possible, but just give them something with an option instead of just being stuck in an old dead state that they can't do anything with and they have to just restart.
Yeah, that's awful.
Because, like Froggy IP just said, I will not start over. And that's what the problem is. A lot of them are not going to start over. Like, it's just so daunting to think about starting over after you've invested a ton of money.
well, that and after just the time investment too, because I mean, just to get I mean, now that I'm in the plasma area, I'm like, good Lord. I mean, just to get to level 30 and then you start the process of trying to get the stuff to get to the plasma troops. It's a lot, it's a lot of time and investment and stuff. And do you really want to start from level 1 and try to get to 30 again? I mean, some people enjoy that stuff. I do not. I like to get to the fun stuff in the game, I mean, working on heroes again. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's gross. That's gross.
I don't know if you guys remember when I first started the bunker, you might not have seen those, but when I first started State of Survival streaming, I had Scorn, player named Scorn was on. Do you remember, Finn? Scorn was a fantastic player. He jumped shit with his whole half of his lions. They're just like, I'm done, and the whole thing was, at some point there's this like addiction to this that says, I hate this game, but I've spent so much money and I can't walk away, so I'm going to keep putting more money into it. And, I'm going to buy red gear, even though I just can't step away from it. He said at some point there will be a breaking point. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's something small, like, oh, they came out with new Gen 6 heroes without fixing this, or whether it's, something big, but there's going to be a breaking point where they jump ship and just move to another game. And then you've lost more money, which, I mean, I guess what we need to look at too, though, is, are all of these older players, the money that they would be bringing in, is it worth it to the devs versus all the money they make in these new states? Because there's some freaking spenders in the new states, I'm not gonna lie. Like, high spenders.
And I think that's what it is, that the money that you make while trying to level up at the beginning of a state is a lot more than you get just by leveling up heroes later on. So I think the way that their money system is set up, the newer states actually are more financially beneficial for them, because there's a lot you can getting from level 1 to level 30, right? The amount that you can spend and all of the chief gear and everything that you can get in that time period where you really get an advantage in your state and you can just dominate as a single person.
See, I don't agree.
I think that's where they get their money.
No, I don't agree. I think it's going to be with the gear grind. I think it's going to be jumping from that purple to red gear, those medals, and then the 5-star plasma, the 30 to 5-star. Yeah. I feel like that's where your money is.
Right, but that you don't get until you unlock the plasma, right? So in a new state, you initially have that 1 through 30, but what happens is that the spenders are going to spend in order to get that advantage, right? So then you're waiting for your state intel to be completed until you unlock plasma, which is what, like 60 days into your state? Is it 60 days? I can't remember now. You don't unlock plasma at the beginning, right? You get plasma once you do the state intel, and it's like 60 days or something, maybe even more, into your state after you complete all the state intels. As soon as that unlocks, by the time that the state intel unlocks, to your point, McVenom, the people that would not be spending have possibly been squelched out by the people that have spent and are just way too dominant, so people get disinterested in the game. So now you're only left with the people that have spent, and now you unlock plasma. So now you have like this race on who can spend more, right? And then you're right, then everybody spends to get their T11 troops and their red gear and everything else right when the plasma unlocks, because now you are facing other competition that is closer to you, so you're going to spend in order to differentiate yourself. So that initial phase gets rid of the people that don't spend. The other one forces the spenders that have already spent to be like, oh, I've already spent this much, why not spend some more? And then they spend even more. But all of that comes with the sequence of starting into a new state, versus the older ones who are now at their position. They've already known what they are, and they're just like, I have nothing to do, or I'm not going to spend anymore because I know where I am in my state. I know how my state works. I'm happy. I don't need to do anything, or I'm not going to be the top dog in my alliance. I'm just going to be a support role. If I'm just going to be a heal pusher, why do I need to spend any money? So I'll just continue to build. Like the problem is the older states, the people in the older states know their role, so they're not really pushed to spend. There's only the few that are like kind of pushed to spend, which is like Delete, for example, right?
Yeah.
Because he knows the reliance on him for his alliance. But outside of people like that, most of the people are just spending in the same way that they're going to. There's no urge to spend extra, which is what you get with the newer states, because you get a lot more people thinking, oh, if I spend now, I can get that advantage early on.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. There's no like urgency to keep spending up
Exactly.
unless you're like maybe
That's
one
on the
player out of
company.
an alliance.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
on the company. That's a company that you got to think creatively and think of ways to do that kind of stuff, man. You know, that's on them to find ways to make the game interesting and exciting, and to keep people that have spent a long time to keep them interested.
But why? If they don't have to, because people are spending, why are they going to?
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole crux. And now saying that, Leo is here.
Who's yawning?
Leo, I have been dying to get Leo on the stream for
Leo's yawning at me.
How long? Because Leo always has all of my answers. Whenever I have a question, he's got an answer straight up in there. Leo, say hello.
He's too busy yawning at me. Why are you yawning at me?
Because he can. I do it all the time.
Not nice.
I just woke up.
What time is it?
I'm going to put you right back to sleep.
It's 6:45.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's like my wake up time. No, I wake up an hour.
That's 12 hours. 12 hours different from me.
And it's like late at night for us, and we're starting to drink. And it's...
Oh yeah, so we're going to help make Venom. We're starting to drink.
Mm-hmm. So, Leo, question.
Yeah.
Are you still enjoying the game? Honest.
No,
you can be
I quit the
honest.
game.
This is a free speech stream. You can be honest.
I quit the game last week.
What? What?
Oh my gosh.
What? Okay, this is perfect. Because we were just talking about good players quitting the game because of shenanigans. Why did you quit? What was the breaking point for you?
There is no content to play for the older players, like older states. It's just boring and repetitive all the way along. Like you get one skin event, when you get one March event, you get SVS and CC. That's it. And what old players are doing there, it's just competing with each other, spending. That's it. Nothing else. There's no new content.
And you had no desire to jump to a new state.
Why? Because I have already spent money in this game, and I don't want to spend again going into the new state, because whatever the features and the gameplay you have seen in the newer state, they have tested in PTR and onto the older states, and they have not implemented anything onto the older states. They have implemented everything in newer states.
Yeah.
Call it new horde day. New hordes are implemented in newer state, and then some of the backlashes from the players they implemented into new states also, older states also. But,
so they're testing in 1 through 10 the things that they're implementing in the new states, right? Is that what you said?
They are implementing. They are testing it on state 1 only, most of the time. But now they have increased it, the limit, and somewhat they are randomly testing it throughout the older states and newer states also. Like the Migo event, they have tested it in beta for the how many servers there? 554 to 595 or something.
It's 559 to 564 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Some kind of weird number in the 560s.
Yep.
So, I guess I think what a lot of players are in your spot too, and that's a shame too, because you have you're in the collab server. You help Teddy a lot with all of the collab team stuff, right? And to lose a player like that, What would it take to get you to come back and play? Would it be just a merge? Would it be, what would you need?
All together, different gameplay which players are asking. All those years, they have given so many feedbacks. And the problem is not developers. I'll be totally frank with you right now. The problem is not developers. Problem is community. Community is not, not come together for anything. The community is totally divided. They want, I don't know, so many players are just greedy for making a name in this game, or maybe making a name in this community by, I don't know what they are thinking, because we recently released a survey just before I left on Collab that we are releasing a community survey, and it was around about 50K responses we should be getting out of, we have 10K plus members in Collab, but we got only 2K response, not full 2K also.
Wow.
So you can imagine that people are just lurking and for information, and they don't have any desire to like change the gameplay altogether. They're just ranting for 1 day or 2 days. That's it.
Yeah, they go lose their mind on a Discord server and not really give any constructive feedback.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you think if the community changed a bit, that the devs would change, though? I mean, would they implement some of this? I don't think that that would change their mind about whether or not to ignore the old states.
When I talked with Saber last time, he said that whatever feedback they are getting from the official Discord and any of the PTR servers, they are releasing surveys in game for the same. So they are going for the statistics from the survey itself.
I haven't gotten a survey like that, though, about like what needs to come.
That is a problem. Who's getting the survey, we don't know.
Yeah, because if they're just throwing it at new players that don't really understand the problems in the game, then that's not really going to do a whole lot.
Yeah. So that is another thing, that who's getting the survey and who's filling out and who's understanding the game and how they are filling it, and how the devs are taking the statistics and implementing that things in game.
Have you guys got surveys? Maz, Ranger, Finn?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I got one survey, and it was something kind of weird, like about Walking Dead characters or something like that. It was, and this was a while ago. This was a while ago, before they had announced or had talked about the Walking Dead stuff. But that's all I've gotten. Was that, and the beginning of the game, I got one on Reservoir Raid, just about, did I like it? That was it. That's the only surveys I've ever gotten. And those
I think the last one the entire community got the survey was TWD itself, and one more survey was there. Which game you think to collab as a collab with SOS was going to collab with so many different characters, and was it just not TWD? They are from some of the games also, the characters, and it was long survey. I don't know if everyone has got it or not.
I haven't got that one. I don't know that anybody. I haven't seen anybody else get it.
Eric, whoever they keep asking wants more buildings.
And apparently they want a YouTuber in the broadcasting station.
Oh, barf! That's stupid.
Like, what lady in the zombie apocalypse sits around in that kind of outfit?
Oh, don't poke my boob.
I thought that was you.
Really? Well, I'll be right there.
It's ridiculous.
The name was Danny, I think, right? Very close. I'm telling you, I think that was McVenom.
That is not McVenom.
I never went.
Have you ever seen McVenom other than the
Halloween
special dress like that?
You asked that last time. I told you that.
Stole your likeness for their game.
No way. No way.
That's McVenom. I still call
Probably
it McVenom.
did.
That's why I call it
Probably
McVenom.
did.
I think that was modeled
Stop,
after
save
McVenom.
me here.
McVenom, we
It
will
could have
put
been.
the system on trial.
I don't know. I
I
think it's
keep her on
possible.
because that way I have McVenom running around my base.
Whatever.
Ah,
So, what do you guys think about the whole Walking Dead collab thing? Do you think that that's going to actually spark any renew? I don't know if it's renewed interest. They're trying to get old players into it. Like, is that something that's going to be brought into the old states?
Well, it depends on what they do with it.
I mean,
Again.
is it just going to
Yeah.
be heroes? Leo, do you know? I know you know. I know that you know.
And she knows she knows she knows that she
I do.
knows.
Come on.
What? I didn't. So sorry.
I said, what is? Do you know if the whole Walking Dead collab, is that going to be just heroes? Is it going to be buildings? Is it going to be events? Do you think they're going to bring that to the old states? Do you know anything about that?
I seriously don't know anything about the collab, what they are going to do with characters, but I just know about this latest heroes, Gen 6, that's it. And what I'm speculating is they are building a storyline for this game, because this game does not have a storyline. When you played the game into the older states, you know that storyline was totally broken. There were bits and pieces missing of the storyline. When you start a character, you will know that there are so many things they are missing.
Yeah.
And now you start a character in a newer state, you see all the bits and pieces falls into its place, like all the stories, like when you click on something, everything falls into place.
Mm-hmm.
So they are just establishing a storyline for the newer states. And I think this TWD and collab will like just fall into the storyline, and Migo will fall into its place also, collaborating with all the events which will happen, like state of survival, survival of the fittest, blood sport, throwdown, and all the challenges will fall into its place. So they are making a storyline, nothing else. They are not giving any new content to anyone.
It's such a shame. That's so frustrating that like there's this big thing that's coming out. Like, this is a big deal. The Walking Dead collaboration, that's a big deal. And
yeah, but new players who's going to be in the game, they doesn't know anything about the game, so they are going to get a fresh idea that this is the new game. Yeah, this is a storyline. We like it.
This is the Walking Dead game, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the older players knows that this is not going to help them anyway.
That's
so either
such a loss.
they are going to quit, or either they are going to like play the game as a boring way because they are heavily invested in this game.
So, but I mean, I guess it's just so, as an older state player, you just feel so jaded, and like, honestly, you feel like a side chick just left behind. Like, you are nothing anymore.
Yeah,
They just
that's
moved
horrible.
on, and it's just very upsetting. It's very upsetting to be like, they've just moved on, and they're giving all this stuff to the newer states when you put so much money into this. It's not so much as the whole, it's just bitter. It gives you a bitter feeling to where you just want to walk away at that point. And I'm sure that might be what you're feeling, Leo, at this point. That it's just, why keep going with it? Ugh. I don't know. It's annoying. Echo Gaming came back and said, is Walking Dead coming to SOS different than the Walking Dead Survivors? That's right. There's a Walking Dead Survivor. There's another game out there, right? There's a mobile game out there called Walking Dead Survivors.
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
I don't know. I haven't played it.
Yeah.
I haven't either, but I've seen it out there. I wonder if they're going to try to merge the two games, or if they're going to be completely separate things.
I
Don't say
don't
the
know.
word merge on the stream. Bad things happen.
Merge.
Which is not going to happen. If you have followed the Facebook announcements and official announcements also about the developer feedback, they are releasing the Reservoir League Season 2, which is coming in April.
Mm-hmm.
So kissed goodbye to merge. They are not going to do it for another 3 months.
I thought the same thing with that, with the Nations Cup, all this stuff, and then the Walking Dead Collab. There's no way that they're working on merge. There's no way. He said it's coming out soon in April on April 16th. The Walking Dead Survivors game. So they're doing The Walking Dead is collaborating with 2 games now, like doing 2 different ones.
I don't know what their collaboration in this one is. And as I'm reading the other one, apparently Walking Dead Survivors is a tower defense game. So I don't know if it's going to be the same.
Oh, it might be just
genre as
completely
this?
different. Yeah.
But
That's
maybe it
interesting.
is.
Yeah, I want to know
So
if
we'll
it's
see.
from the same developers. That would be interesting to know. Froggy, hit me up in DM. I got you, man. I got you. So
She'll call you in 3:59. Don't worry, Froggy.
nope, she won't. Trust me, Leah. I got you too. I'm about to hit you up. So, by the way, here's the third code. I'm gonna go ahead and give the third code out. FYI.
I'm trying to read up more on this Walking
So
Dead
the third
Survivors
code
game.
is you're muted, and I guess that's from when was I talking the last stream and completely muted or something?
Unless they're watching our other streams. We've had plenty of streams where we're muted.
Leo, did you see that? Did you see what the other code was, Leo? They heard me bitching. That was a code. The devs are watching this. Yeah, that was the code.
Okay, no, this is not a tower defense.
Oh, it's
This
not.
This looks like State of Survival.
Does it
Really?
really?
vertical? But vertical?
It looks like State of Survival but vertical.
Oh, no.
What?
Let me see if I can get it on my camera here. I'll see if I can show you. It is kind of ridiculous, actually. It looks a lot like State of Survival, but vertical. Hold on.
Road to Survival. That's what it is.
Okay, you just need to hop on one stream with us. Just jump in Zoom with us. Tell us about it. Echo. Keep telling him.
Oh,
just
Echo
jump on.
knows.
Yeah.
It's not a tower. Okay. Yeah, I just found a screenshot of it, and yeah, it looks like SOS, but vertical.
What in the world is going on then? Like, what are they doing?
I guess they're promoting the other game? I don't really know. Is State of Survival now...
Who's the makers? Who makes it?
Let me see. I'm trying to get the picture up first so you can see it. Okay. So I have that. Here. Let me see if I can...
Oh, it's somebody else. It's not.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Give me 1 second. There you go. Do you see it behind me?
Yes.
It's like freaking SOS.
What?
But
Oh no!
vertical. It's a
Oh,
vertical
no.
SOS.
What? Here, let me put you up as main so I can show everybody. Pin.
What?
There we go.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh my gosh, is that supposed to be Negan?
I think so. Yeah, so if you look up at the top here, right, they have food and water and wood that you're collecting with what looks like metal in the form of bullets.
Okay.
And then you have your gems instead of your bios. You have your base that you're building.
Do you know how long it's been since I've seen a game like a Kingdom Builder that's vertical?
Is State of Survival promoting a different game? Is that effectively what's happening now?
I don't understand what's
Probably.
going on.
I don't understand what's happening. They're basically promoting a different
All
game.
right, devs. I know you're watching this. You got some explaining to do. What the hell is going on here? Seriously, like, what's going on?
I'll
Echo brings
put the
drama.
whole
Yeah.
system on trial.
Is it Galaxy Play Technology
I
Limited?
would die if they put the next code as "you can't handle the truth."
Oh my God.
I would die.
Developer website. The developers are Elex. ELEX.
I don't know who that is.
They are based in Hong Kong. Hold on.
Oh, Echo said, I bring the drama. Of course, you
Mhm.
definitely bring the drama. Just
Word.
get on the stream eventually. I want to see some drama. He said Warpath is new and vertical, made by Lilith, the same makers as Rise of the Kingdoms.
Ah.
Leo, you're so frustrating. I just saw your DM. You're so frustrating. I swear, Leo is like Durgan. Just a little Durgan-ish.
That's high praise.
That is high praise. I do love Durgan. Well, what's next for you then, Leo? What are you going to do?
I'm not going to play anything. It's time to close the game altogether.
Bullshit a bullshitter.
Yes.
You are going to play something. If you have been playing as State of Survival as hard as you have, you are going to play something.
Now, I started State of Survival like in 2019, August or September, and it was just a casual play. And I was learning the game. I just fell in love with the community and everything. It just made me curious. And once I figured out, like, yeah, this game is so much better than some of the others which is out there. But now that desire has just left it, and I have searched so many games, but I haven't found anything. So it's just going to be curtains. That's it.
That's such a shame. I'm very, very sad and disappointed. I feel the same way I did when like Scoring quit. I know that Daedric's not playing anymore. Like, I really am just sad to see like people that I know taught me a lot in these games quit. It's very disappointing.
It's not going to matter anything. See, people are going to quit. It is as it is. So game is going to be the same unless community comes together and do something about it. Otherwise, you are going to like call people over, rant a bit, talk with developers and everything. But it's not going to matter. So eventually you will also run out of the partners and you will also feel bored.
No, I 100% agree. Until people are going to spend money and they're going to, it's supply and demand. They're going to keep making games that people, as long as people are spending money in it, they're going to keep doing the status quo. I was actually talking to Echo the other day about this, about like, I wish that there was like just a different format for these types of games. Just reinvent the format for them so that we can kind of step out of this we feel like we're in a hamster wheel with these kingdom builders. Do you know?
There are a lot of feedback about how the game can be by so many players. Like it's not like they don't know anything.
Yeah.
But the problem is which feedback they are trying to implement is the question. But
yeah, and also is it making them money? Because we have to realize they're a business. They need to make money. Like, that's what it is. And so if the feedback we're giving them, it causes them to lose money, they're not going to do it.
But they also have a bright side that they don't have to think about it because the players are giving them it for free and spending it.
So but they lose long-term players. I mean...
Yeah, it's their double investment because giving the free ideas from the players, getting the free ideas from the players, and those players are spending on your game. It's not like you are forcing them to pay.
True.
It's your content against the players, what they are asking. And in between that, there is money involved.
Yeah. We'll see. I've kind of been dabbling around in other different games just to kind of see if there's something that's like something else that can hold my interest that doesn't feel as frustrating.
I will agree with Daedric's idea when he talked about it for, I guess, last 4 or 5 streams before about the migration from the Rise of Kingdoms.
Absolutely.
That is so easy to develop and implement. And this is what SOS need right now because that stage of merge is gone. There are already 700 plus states now. So yeah. So merging won't like help anyone because there are so many characters they have created. Like they have, like if you are playing the game, how many characters do you have?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
How many
How
characters?
many characters?
Are
Yeah.
you actually asking McVenom to count? This could take a while, Leo.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know I don't math, Leo. Like this
I've
was
try
established
the
early on.
try
in
the new
bunker.
math. Yeah, try the new math, McVenom.
It's okay. I got it.
So
We'll get it. I'm pulling it up. How many heroes that we have total in?
no, not heroes. I'm talking about the characters, character management. How many states you are playing?
Oh, how many I'm playing? Oh, I thought you were talking about like how many heroes I have unlocked.
No,
I have
technically.
Technically, I have 3. I'm only playing 2, and I'm only maining in 1. So like I dabble in 1, main in 1, and log in once a week in the other one.
That is the active states you are playing. But how many characters you have created just for information or just for SVS and all that?
How many do I play SVS in? Just 1.
No, how many have you created to like scout for SVS? And
Oh,
stuff,
I don't
like
do
your
that
opponent's
shit,
faces?
Leo. You know I don't do that stuff. Come on. I don't have time for that.
I don't think McVenom has more than 3 characters.
Leo,
I know what you're talking about,
I don't even
Leo,
have
but
a
yeah.
farm. I don't even own farms in any of these.
She doesn't even get resources. She has to hit other bases to get them. She don't do that stuff.
Is 359 like your dabble state?
No. Moz.
I love
I
Moz.
can't believe I just got trolled by Moz. No. 563
Well,
is my
I
dabble.
wasn't sure.
359
Oh,
is my main. 125 is the state that I hardly ever log in anymore because I just don't.
okay.
It's not.
Because I knew you were in an older one.
125, yeah.
Oh, Moz.
That's why Moz is my favorite.
Yeah,
Moz is
I
trolling
honestly
me.
don't have, I have zero patience to do the stuff that I need to do on my own account. There's no way I would make like extra accounts to spy. I mean, unless it was like somebody was a jerk in a state and I just wanted to troll them or like have fun on a drunken night, but not to like really like commit to playing that aspect of it. Who has time for that? Do you have
Nobody got time for that.
Leo, do you do that? Did you do that?
No, I have only one main and one farm. That's it. And I was playing in another state, 119, and I quit that also because I was focusing on my main state one. That's it.
Okay. Well, that's
So
not bad.
the question was how many characters do you have? Because if you are going to merge, how you are going to merge with the characters which you have? So that cannot be happening, and unless you make it a migration when the people can buy something and they migrate to another state, then it is possible. Other than that, I don't think so. The merge is anyway possible in this game.
Finn,
I agree.
you don't think
No, I
it is
agree.
either?
No, I think you have to migrate, and you'd have to migrate from different. So it depends on how you're defining it too. I don't think there's a merge in terms of like state 1 and state 2 combined in order to create one state. That was never the solution I thought that would work. I told you my solution was you have alliances queuing up in order to migrate to a brand new state, and you get all the alliances in whatever number of states, the first 150 states. Whatever alliance wants to queue up to migrate to a new state, they queue up, and everyone in that alliance gets migrated. So if you don't want to migrate and you want to stay in your state, you leave that alliance, you form a new one. If you want to migrate and you're not in any other alliance, you can join somebody else's alliance, whatever it is. Then each alliance is then matched up to create a spectrum of alliances, like every state it has. And then you create a new state based on all the states or all the alliances that are merging. So you basically create like a whole new state that is whatever, 3 years progressed, but everyone is active at different levels, enough so that they're going to migrate in this 1 week time period or whatever, where alliances have to queue up, and then you create new states. So it's
That
not
can
quite a
work.
merge.
Yeah, that can work. It's basically plus of migrate and merge.
Mm-hmm.
Advanced version, but it's quite a good idea. Yeah.
So that's the way I said I would do it, and then you tell everybody that whatever, we're already waking up at like 5 a.m. Eastern time to do SVS.
Oh,
so you could just say,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know.
It's
Sorry.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
I miss it.
5
like-
a.m.
So, yeah.
And like
it's like
for
2
what is
a.m.
it?
for Moz.
That's
I was
2
about
a.m.,
to say
yeah.
for who else? Maz, and then I think it was Fury.
Fury is 2 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And she's in a competitive one too. At least we're not quite as
Yeah.
we're
Yeah, I
kinda
remember the
chill.
first time she
Happening.
told me that, I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we've already had the precedent set where they're setting it at these like weird times, right? So you could tell everybody that is migrating be on at 5 a.m. That is when your alliance gets moved to the new state. You have to build your headquarters in the wasteland, expand. You can go into the plains, you can go into the oasis, it doesn't matter. But that is the time. Right then, at 5 a.m. is when it opens. So if you don't put in your headquarters and you don't start building your towers, then you're going to be left with whatever's left after people have claimed territory. So then you have everybody on kind of like this fun 1-day event where people
Yeah.
are just like on and building, and they can get excited about their new state and how they built and what centers they want to go for and everything. You make it a fun 1-day event of this like full migration merge, whatever you want to call it, and everyone can get involved and then figure out where they stand in their state. So that's the way I would do it. But I mentioned that before a little while ago, but I don't know what the devs are doing. So I don't think anyone knows what the devs are.
And I'd rather have that than feel like half your state is dead.
Yes. Or more than half for some of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Question. Let's see. There was a bunch of them. Oh my
Why are you
goodness.
doing that? Leo, where are you? Are you in India?
Yeah.
Yay! Where?
Oh, God.
I'm in Ahmedabad.
Okay.
You are from Delhi, right?
No. So, Goa, originally. My parents were
Oh, wow.
So cute.
So nice.
Mhm.
So nice.
Yeah, I like visiting
Seriously.
there.
I love Goa.
Mhm.
Finn's
I
gonna
like
take us
visiting there.
all there, right, Maz? Finn's gonna take us there one day.
My friend told me it's so nice there. You should go there.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
It is.
I have plans for visiting Goa in the past 6 months, and it has been canceled twice because of the COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I haven't made my trip out to India either. It's been delayed. Normally I go like every couple years, and this was supposed to be the year, but yeah, nope.
Okay, real quick. Paolo, hey guys, Paolo Picat. I know I'm butchering that name. I know it. I'm sorry. Hey guys, I'm new here. What is the schedule of your live show, guys? Every Friday night we do Bunker. It may switch up here or there, but it's going to be every Friday. We're going to do some kind of zombie theme. Finn's playing a lot of zombie games throughout the day on Twitch and YouTube. We're also doing Friday nights here. We'll do the Bunker at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, so that's our State of Survival stream, regular. But we also do a lot of different stuff. So hit us up and follow us up in Discord. We have a Reality Skewed Gamers Discord server. Ranger here does State of Survival, does D&D, does Battlefront. What else do you do?
Star Wars Galaxy of
Galaxy of
Heroes.
Heroes.
Oh, yeah. Didn't I say that? Did I miss that? Oh my gosh.
Nah,
Finn does everything from Surgeon Simulator to Marbles on Twitch to just every game you can think of, plus this. And then Maz also does D&D. She does Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Do you still play Swaga, Maz?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
we're in it to win it, right, Moz?
I love it. Yeah.
And she
That's
plays
right.
State of
I'm
Survival.
a quitter.
She plays State of Survival with us in 359. Leo doesn't play shit anymore, but he's still with us in spirit. And I will convince him to come and play another game with me because I do adore Leo. He's got the perfect amount of smart assery with endearing charm, and I love that about him. So I will get him to come and play with us somewhere. So that's
You should play.
what?
Are you open to suggestions to play other mobile games, Leo? I play like one other mobile game,
What's the other game you play?
Clash of Clans.
You know that Echo.
I'm aware. I
know-
knew who Echo was.
Echo's
Don't-
like one of the biggest Clash of Clans streamers
I
ever.
am aware. I am aware. I am still nubby and only like a Town Hall 11. So yeah, no.
Why'd
You should do some kind of collab with him. I'm sure he would do it. He's
What happened,
super,
Mom?
super sweet, super nice.
No, I was just saying you've been playing Clash of Clans like as long as I've known
I think he's
you.
been playing
It's
that
just-
game since
Like,
Clash of
birth.
Clans is like a really fun game.
So how could you
It's-
be a new?
I know. Finn came out of the womb and started playing.
the
It
nice thing
takes
about that
time.
game is you can be kind of casual playing that game and you're still competitive because they do a good job of matching you up.
Then how are you still
with-
nubby?
Well, because I still can't 3-star with my bases. I
Hey,
can 3-star up to Town Hall 9s because I can dragon attack freaking everything and I can pretty much 3-star. But once I get into Town Hall 10s and the dragons kind of go away, I'm still not good with Electro Dragons nor the ground attacks with the bowlers and
What's
the
this
giants.
nerd
so
shit?
I'm working.
What is
I
this
know,
nerd?
right?
So,
After I-
am I still in your clan, Finn?
Never.
Did you kick me out?
Were you in my clan?
There's your
Did you
answer,
join? I know you
McVenom.
wanted to join. I don't really kick people out very much.
I was in it for a while.
Then you might still be in there. I'll check.
The PTR has opened in SOS.
The what? Say that again.
PTR has opened again, and they have launched Destroy the Reaper event, something, and
Yeah, I saw that on Teddy's video.
yeah, I just saw that right now. I just got a notification.
Leo, let's call a spade here. Let's be honest. We're friends. Do you really think I'm going to invest time in the PTR?
Yes.
You should if you need to like get a sneak peeks and
That's what I have Finn for.
Finn ain't gonna do it.
Finn's going to do it. Finn's totally going to do it now.
No.
So every
He's
maybe
not. I don't think
Maz,
No.
Maz.
I would do
No.
PTR.
Me
The
and
problem
Maz are
is
busy doing other things.
every
We got-
time they do
we got
PTR,
separate
I'm
plans.
out.
Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah, we're busy.
Yeah, I quit Galaxy
Leo,
of Heroes.
what
so I
if
have
we
more time
just
for
keep
PTR.
you to join
no,
for PTR only for our
Sorry.
PTR like reporter? You could be like a reporter for RSG.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
You could even come up with cool things like coming to you straight from RSG. We're reporting live on PTR here in State of Survival.
We go to
Do
our
a
man
whole
Leo, who's
spiel.
on the scene. Ah!
It would be hilarious. Come on, you can do it.
nope. Sorry,
He
no
goes-
pass.
He said no mas. No. Okay, so Zach says, is there any merit to having anything other than all T10 or T11 if you have them in your March? I've seen a few vids saying a small amount of T9s is beneficial, but when I tested it, did not work. As far as I know, no. Leo may
Not
contradict
anymore.
me, but not
Yeah,
anymore.
not anymore.
It's all highest March. Am I wrong, Leo?
Okay, let me read his question. Where is it?
He said, is there any merit to having anything other than your highest March, like T10 or T11?
If you have them, okay.
While Leo's reading, I'll shout out Yudhishthira Saptura Prathama in state 245 that said, I love you all.
Well, we love you too. Name I can't
Aw.
pronounce.
That was nice. Thank you.
I hope I was at least close with
That's why I didn't even attempt it.
I didn't.
We would have
attempt
lost
that
him
either.
immediately.
I like trying.
Chili
Okay,
hot.
I think,
Oh, go ahead, Leo.
I think they have seen videos of all battle mechanics in the newer states where they use the T9s as a meat shield.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think so.
Oh.
If that his state is with the newer battle mechanics, it's going to be helpful for him. He needs to have highest tier.
Yeah. That was the last word we got, was like it changes all the time without us knowing, and they don't ever tell us. But the last thing that we heard and the last thing that we tested was all highest tier works best. Echo had said something about you have to ask what did the devs make more from OG long-term players or the thousands of new players they gain every day. I think we did touch on that. Like, obviously they're making more from that. Chili Hot Dog, I just want to ask, if you're a rally joiner, should you be in war talent or is it fine to be an eco talent?
I actually just
should be
recently
in
switched. Recently switched to war mainly
Why?
because, well, I started developing my eco stuff, and just to get that caught up, and I'm like, I want to put more people out for March. I'm not doing as much damage, so I went ahead and did that. And I'm actually
unless you're a rally setter, your war stats are not going to be used anyway.
Yeah,
It depends
so
on who is setting the rally.
It doesn't matter if you're
so
more
your
troops.
stats are
I'm
used.
gonna keep it because I'm trying it out. Goddamn, I'll be the guinea pig.
I'm all for testing. Test your own, play your own game, test your shit, but he's right. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a joiner.
If you're a joiner, you want econ because it speeds up your ability to heal.
But I always set rallies,
especially with that ability. So with your increased ability to heal, you're going to be able to heal up your troops quicker, meaning that you'll be able to join rallies quicker as long as you're able to refresh.
The only exception to that would be if you are doing trap and you really, really want to get in the top 10 rewards and you think you have a chance. You are setting in that, so you might want to switch over, but like it's expensive to be switching back and forth. So unless you really have a chance to be in the top 5, I mean, it's up to you.
Except for all the people who are VIP 12, I mean, they can just switch right over.
That's true. Switch.
Yeah, if you're a rally joiner and you're VIP 12, then you're fine. You set one with war and one with econ.
Did you see?
I think being in War Talent during CC also helps. You get more points, more kills.
Say that again, Leo.
If you're doing like solo attacks, you mean? To try and get your points?
No, rally also.
But doesn't it just take from the rally setter? If you're just a joiner, why would...
Still
you kill more. You kill more troops, so you're gonna... Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Oh, because your march size goes up. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No.
So you'll get more kills with your troops. I got it.
Yes.
Because the more troops you kill, the more CC points you get. So, yeah. I don't ever do that. I always keep it in econ because I'm stingy. I'm stingy and I like to heal.
I used to switch between the two. But then I went on a break and I came back and we freaking have like 3 plasma 5s, a plasma 4. I'm like, okay, good. I don't have to set rallies.
And we have a Mars.
Exactly. Like, we don't need to be in anything but econ. We have Apex, Maz, Nero. Like.
Yeah, but what if they don't
I'm always in econ.
Maz always in econ. I love Maz.
Pretty much 99% of the time.
I'm getting close to hitting VIP 8 also, which is just 4 away from 12. So just a matter of time.
I think it's going to be like 30 days. You know, you're going to be there. If you spend $10,000.
That's right.
That's all it would take.
I think he needs like you need to add 2 more zeros behind that 30.
I know. Is there any free to play that has hit VIP 12?
I'm
curious.
No way.
Yeah,
I think
doubt
they figured it up.
Curious.
I think Mako figured it up to like what's the max amount of VIP you could earn weekly or monthly, and it would take 3 years to get enough to get VIP 12.
Yeah.
But
not surprising.
There is a way, if you want VIP 12, then start a new state, go into the Spenders Alliance, get the ally chest, get all the bios. Don't spend anything on bios.
Yeah.
Don't use bios on anything. That's it.
Yep.
No heroes, nothing. You will be VIP.
So boring, Leo. Yeah. That's so boring.
Well,
I'm just saying that how to get to VIP 11. That's it.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's what I did to get to VIP 5, I think it was, in order to unlock the gold frags. So I was just spending bios on VIP XP at the beginning to get those.
You know what?
VIP 5 where you unlock.
You know what's crazy? You know that one that I'm dabbling in, the 563?
Mm-hmm.
So I log in there, and I'm not kidding, the amount of money that the newer states are putting into this blows out of the water the older states. I really do think so. Like, I mean, our state 125 is huge spenders. Like, huge spenders. We have several maxed accounts. Like, they're all just like buying out the store all the time. But like that 563 is not even like a huge alliance. Like, they're not like crazy power, but they just spend so much money, and they're like one of the smaller, they're not even the biggest spending states, in the newer states. Like there's some, like every time I log in, which is maybe once a day, it's like 80, 90, 100 gifts. Like on the right, you know what I'm talking about, the alliance gifts every single time. It's like a lot of money.
And so, Feminist Sexy Wolf, I am doing that. So right now I'm buying anytime VIP shows up in the Alliance store and in the market stall for like the discount of 5% and all that, I buy those. But yes, I am doing that, Feminist.
Guys. All right, Finn, tell us that real quick about what you were talking about with the little hero thing that you were talking about, the Hero Academy, really quickly.
You mean to bore everyone?
Don't go long-winded. Like, don't
I
go.
have to bore.
Version,
it's
man.
not boring. It's important.
Okay.
Don't go Sheldon. Finn on me.
This whole thing is Sheldon. It's all about the numbers.
No.
It is all about the numbers. So what I was going to talk about was actually the hero training area. So we had a discussion a few months ago about how to best implement the hero training area. And if you're not familiar with it, the way the hero training area works is that your top 3 leveled heroes will determine the level for all the other heroes that you have in the training area that are currently there. And so you unlock one of those for each level up until level 30. And then once you get the training center unlocked, which I believe is 15 or 16. And then when you unlock it, every level, you open up another spot, and by the time you hit level 30, you can hold 15 heroes in there. So the way that you want to do it is initially, the heroes that you want to put your XP in are, in my opinion, is going to be start off with Ghost, Rusty, and Travis.
Yep.
The reason for those is because your rank determines what level you can unlock. So ultimately, you want to get generals in that spot because you can unlock level 80. And even if your other heroes in the hero training area are not level 80, they will still get level 80 because of your training, your trainers, your instructors. So you start off with Ghost, Rusty, and Travis. You ultimately want to switch, if you are not a heavy spender, you want to switch to Mike, Chef, and Travis. Because that is going to be, for a long time, your best explorer team that has the general ranks. Or at least a very high rank. You can drop Travis, actually, for Ghost if you're not getting enough Travis frag. So you
Ghost
can replace...
is hard to level, though. Ghost is hard to level, rank up, though.
No, he's not hard to rank up.
You can't buy blue custom frags anywhere.
You should be doing Explorer. So early on,
you get a ton of them.
You get a ton of them from there.
I know you don't like to do them, but early on...
Go into chapter 2, damn it. Go to chapter 2, 212.
Thank you for the $5.
I see that single digit, young lady. Where was it?
No, you're right, McVenom. If you are not doing Explorer missions, it's really hard to get.
It really is. I'm not doing Explorer missions. Okay, I'll do it.
But as a newer player, as an older player, you may not get as much benefit. But as a newer player, Explorer missions are huge because you get XP, you get all these resources. Like it is huge to do the bread missions.
Okay.
So as a new player, you can do Ghost instead of Travis because you'll be ranking him up a little bit quicker. But you want Mike and Chef because they're going to be your primary ones once they hit General. Until that point, you use Rusty, you use Ghost, and you can use Travis, or more likely than not, you're going to use actually Sarge because he's going to be your higher rank. But what happens is once you get your 3 instructors, let's say that you are at the point that you're using Mike, Chef, and Ghost, let's say, right? And they're all level 80. You still want to use Mike and Chef as your Explorer heroes along with Travis. So what you do is you actually reset Rusty, and you reset Chef, and you reset Mike, whoever are your level 80s, and you put them onto other purple generals that you are not going to be using in Explorer, which could be your Ava. It could be you could put them back on Rusty. You can put it back on Ghost, whatever it is. That way, when you use your Mike, your Chef, and your Travis for the Explorer missions, they actually gain XP. Because if they're maxed out on XP, you're not going to gain that XP. You don't want to do Explorer missions with level 80 heroes. That's the key. So you're going to constantly try to get more generals, and then as you get more generals, you can reset your other heroes and transfer the XP to them. And you want to make sure any non-generals are in your training area. Any generals you can keep outside and provide the XP. So that's just the way that you want to handle the hero training area if you guys haven't really played around with that.
That's exactly what I did.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is that I actually have to put an effort in and do the Explorer missions.
Yeah, it's so simple. Just go
it's
to
a good
212,
idea too.
Go to chapter 212 and then just auto come back. You drink your wine, talk to your significant others, yell at the kids, come back 15 seconds later, do it again. It's just
Explorer missions are actually really good. So you're right, McVenom, though. It is like tedious. Right, and
so
even on auto,
tedious.
Even on auto, it takes a while because
if
you have to fight
like
through those 3 phases and everything.
A 6-time speed up or a quick sim,
I know
it would make it so much better.
The problem with even the speed up that we have with like 3 times, and I discussed this before, is that the speed up speeds up the rate that the zombies are released, but there's a gap between those 3 different ones that show up. There's 3 different waves at the top of an Explorer, right? When you're fighting those mobs. I don't know if you've noticed it, but there's 3 different little zombie icons. There's wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Then you shift to the next room and you fight the boss.
Yeah.
It doesn't speed up the time between those 3 waves. So you'll get increased zombies, so each wave goes faster, but that time between the waves does not. So you really don't save a lot of time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's because you don't do Explorer missions, so.
It's a lot.
And you don't have to do a ton of them, because I really don't.
Yeah.
And I've maxed out the blue. I mean, it's unbelievable. I don't even do them anymore.
When you say no, Maz, when you say you don't have to do a ton, what is your amount?
Well, okay. I don't know.
Oh, we know what her amount is. Maz is a good girl. She gets stuff done.
Now I don't do it.
Done. So
now I don't.
Your small amount is probably like sitting there and doing 100 Explorer missions.
No way. No,
I did that. Yeah, I did that to get them unlocked. I sat there and literally sat for about. I was watching TV. I'm like, I got a little break. I'm gonna spend the next 2 hours. I'll just sit here and watch TV, check my phone.
Yeah, I do it on auto.
Too bad. Yeah. I can't.
And I do it for throwdown. The 20 Explorer missions, which is incredibly painful.
Yes.
But I'll do that. And I mean, the first 3 months I played, I did it religiously to keep my bread down. And then I did there's a mall. But now I don't do that anymore. I feel like I didn't do a ton. And now I don't do it anymore. And I'm done. So.
That reminds me of something too.
Okay.
So there is what I think is a bug in the game. Just to be careful next time. Do you know the frag cash-in thing? Where it's supposed to be when you have like heroes at general, you have the extra frags and you can trade them in for like the other items so they're not wasted, right? If you are sitting on frags and not ranking up a hero because you're saving it for like survival of the fittest or SVS, it will allow you to trade it in.
Don't.
It allows
I
you
had
to,
that happen. Yeah, I had that happen.
It allows you to trade. Yeah, I accidentally did that too before I realized.
I did it too. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not a general?
Wait. Yeah. So
Trickery.
Even if you don't have it maxed, it'll allow you to trade them in.
Yeah.
I thought everybody knew that. That's kind of a...
No, it was supposed to be only like generals where the frags were wasted. The ones that it gives you access to is any excess of what you need for the current level.
Yeah.
So if you were like saving like 300 frags and you only need like 12 for the next level up, it'll let you like exchange that character, and it doesn't clearly tell you that. So be careful with the trade-in that you're trading only the ones that you have taken to general. Otherwise, you could be trading in ones that you're saving for like SVS and survival of the fittest.
Got it. All right. Fury, I miss you. Come hang out with us. I know that you don't play as much
You'll be on the
anymore.
stream next Saturday.
Is she gonna be? Is she playing Star Wars? Is she playing Swaga?
No, well, yeah, she is, but she's singing on the ladies' night next Saturday.
I'm excited. Sweet Tits is gonna hang out with.
I got a lot of big names coming there, McLennan. A lot of ladies.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I love the ladies.
I said Finn can only join if
I
he was-
especially love Maz.
Yep, Maz will be
I'm
there.
very excited about Maz, and I'm very excited about old Tits of Fury there. We're kindred spirits, you know, with our Tits names. So
That's true. That's true.
There's a
I
connection.
do have
there.
big tits. Oh, that's
What?
not what we're talking about. Never
Okay.
mind.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes!
Sorry.
No, it is not Swuggo themed. Get the hell out of here. It's ladies' night. We're not doing anything.
Maz is awesome. That's all I
I'm
gotta
doing
say.
Swuggo themed ladies' night. That's not how we do it. Ladies' nights. And
Maz wins.
God,
That's all I
Maz,
gotta say.
I love you. I love you.
Maz wins.
Oh.
So you want to hear
I'm
some of the
blushing
names
now.
that'll be there so far that I've confirmed there, McVenom?
Yeah,
Mars?
sure.
Yes.
So we're gonna have Boo Boo Kitty, Chewbacca,
Chewbacca, I
Gaming.
like her.
Kate Gaming's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly Critty. She's the same time as me. We're getting our COVID
Mhm.
shots, so we might be a little messed up. I may need alcohol that night because I'm going to be a little, temper, a little fever and stuff. Gara's coming. Still waiting to hear from Meow Meow. Jedi Master Dasha. We got the lovely Tits of Fury, and then McVenom, who's going to be there, but she's going to be a little late.
I will. I have a wedding that night, but I will be there. I will be there with bells on, a little late, but that's how I roll.
That's
Show
all right.
up
You'll
late
just
to the
miss the
party.
cash. You'll just miss the cash prizes. That's fine.
I'm sorry. I still love you. Still love you, man. I'll be there.
I know. It'll be
I
a lot
wouldn't
of
let
fun.
you down. All right. Guys, I think we're going to end it because I have to get ready. I have to take a quick break so I can grab some guacamole. And before the stream, I have a Heinze stream right now.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. Yep.
They're doing it right now. I told them I was going to be a little bit late. They
They
started.
said
I thought he said 11.
Changed it.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
change
they
it to-
started early. At 10.
Kenzie
They
hasn't figured
started
out
at
daylight
10.
savings.
They started at 10. I told them I would be a little bit late because I've got to do my
What?
bunker stream. So,
Heinz is a damn idiot if he did. Let me look here because I'm
I
gonna
don't think
punch.
Hansi started yet.
No,
I don't
he
see his
doesn't. Start,
stream
he's not
live.
starting for another 30 minutes, I think.
oh,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, you got a little time.
He
You
just
may-
told me 10.
Don't
he
listen.
trying
When
to get me
Heinz
early?
says something, next time ask me and I'll
He
interpret.
might be saying 10 because that's Rangers time.
Oh, gotcha.
It's 11 Eastern, 10 my time. So yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to be doing that stream in a bit. But had a great time with you guys. Thank you, Ranger. Thank you, Finn. Thank you, Maz. Leo, you were awfully quiet the second half. I know we're a bit much, but
Thank you for coming. Yeah, it was great to hear from Leo.
Oh, I just woke up again.
well, it is like 7 in the morning for you, right?
We put him to sleep in the middle of our stream.
No, you did, Sheldon.
I warned him that I would. I warned him that I would put him to sleep. I lived up to my promise.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's it.
Leo.
Talking about hero training and he went to sleep.
Leo, I
Oh,
super
God.
appreciate you coming by. I've been wanting you to come by so much, and I appreciate you coming through with it and joining, even though I know that you're not playing the game anymore. I'm
Yep.
sad to see you go. You are welcome to join us on any stream at any time that you want for any game. Just know that that option's out there if you ever want to join, because you're awesome and we love you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So that being said, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate your support. Thank you for the chat. It was lovely. We will see you back here on next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern for the bunker again. Streaming status.
Let me ask McFadden really quick. Are you here next Friday? It is Good Friday. Are you doing anything? Just to make sure.
Oh, it is a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez. I don't know. We might not be on here on Good Friday.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make
stream
sure.
on Good Friday.
I'm off that day, and I might be going camping. We were talking about going camping.
I'm going out of town because it's a 3-day weekend. So
yeah, and I'm not going to be getting a signal in the woods.
Maz, how come I get a feeling I'm going to be streaming?
Next week we may do Thursday again.
Yeah, we might do. We'll let you guys know though. We'll let you guys know in the Discord, or in if you are a part of the State of Survival Discord, the official Discord. I actually have my own channel now. Whoop, whoop. Your girl has her own channel on State of Survival official Discord. So check it out there, and I'll put some updates. So thank you guys for joining. We appreciate it, and have a good night. Okay, bye.
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 Bye. Rock on, Alan.